Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Dr. Shaz. My name is Sharifah Manur Alia binti Sabullah, metric number AP107464. And as for my part, I'm going to talk about the introduction. Okay, so first of all, our group has chosen a company named Maybelline New York. Maybelline New York is the #1 global cosmetic brand, which is available in 129 countries all over the world, including here in Malaysia, and it offers more than 200 products. 1913, a young Chicago chemist named Thomas Williams helped her sister to attract the man that she loves by increasing her allure, by applying petroleum jelly to her lashes to make it more visible, and surprisingly the product worked. Therefore, Thomas Williams had an idea that this could be more than just a product, it could be a global brand company. Therefore, in 1915, Thomas Williams decided to open up Maybelline New York. Okay, so moving on to the next part of mine, which is the external factor evaluation, or also known as EFE metrics. So the purpose of EFE is to develop a finite list of opportunities that a firm can benefit and threats that should be avoided. So, from the table that our group has produced, we can observe that most of the threats that Maybelline were getting are all very important, as the weightage of threats ranges from 0.03 as the lowest to 0.08 to the highest as the highest. There are two most important threats of Maybelline. First is women participated in labor cost decreases 3% in 2019, and second, products of Maybelline are not environmentally friendly enough. Two threats are very important to Maybelline is because first, most of Maybelline's customers are women, so when a woman purchasing power is less, thus this will indirectly affect the company's profit as well. And for the environment, as for the products are not environmentally friendly, this will customers who are environmental concern will boycott this brand and will also spread words to many other. Although the threats are all similarly important, Maybelline responds to it differently. Maybelline focuses on responding to threats of a wide range of beauty substitutes, and the tastes of customers keep changing. The reason why is because in the cosmetic industry these days, there are many competitors, which leads to a high threat of substitute products. How Maybelline can cater this problem is by producing products in much cheaper price, but yet in high quality. Also, for the customers' tastes keep changing, what Maybelline can do or is doing is that Maybelline listens to what the customer wants, and Maybelline follows the trends. Moving on to the second external factor, which is opportunity. The highest and most important opportunity of Maybelline at the weightage of 0.05 is that beauty bloggers compare and contrast cosmetic products on social media platforms. This can be seen as a good opportunity because Maybelline surely will produce and are producing a product that is high in quality, and usually these beauty bloggers will leave very good reviews towards Maybelline products, and people who are usually young women with a lot of free times who watch their videos or read their blogs will trust them with their product review because they trust that the beauty bloggers will only tell them the truth. This has positively impacted the company, and Maybelline responds greatly to this opportunity. Not only that, Maybelline also responds superiorly to 70% of women aged 40 and above who wanted beauty products targeting menopausal and the increasing popularity of social media channels, with both rating at 4, similarly with the beauty blogger opportunity just now. The reason why Maybelline responds greatly to this opportunity is because first, as for the opportunity of women, of 70% women who wanted beauty products targeting menopausal, is because Maybelline tries its best to give what the customer wants and needs, and therefore this will surely attract and satisfy more customers. And as for the second opportunity, which is the increasing popularity of social media platforms, because of course in these modern days almost everyone has social medias in their phones. So therefore, with this new technology invented, it is easier for Maybelline to interact with their customers, and not only that, it is easier for Maybelline to advertise their products. With that, I concluded 2 of my parts, which is introduction and EFB explanation. Therefore, I would like to thank you very much for your time, and now I would like to pass on to my groupmate.
My name is Nur Aidina Bitsambi, and I'm going to explain about the Internal Factors Evaluation Matrix (IFE) of Maybelline New York. But first, what is IFE? IFE matrix were usually used by a firm for them to identify what and which factors needed to be improved or changed in order to achieve the company's goals. Based on the table here, we can see there are 12 internal factors of strengths mentioned, while there were 11 internal factors of weaknesses found in Maybelline New York. Firstly, for the strength of Maybelline New York, the company have a strong market penetration and brand loyalty, which can be seen from the weight score, which was 0.07 with a rating of 4, and total operator score, which have been multiplied from weight and rating is 0.28, which make this factor as the highest weighted score of strength key factors for Maybelline New York. This can be proven with the availability of their products in over 129 countries worldwide. However, as for the lowest score obtained by the company was 0.02, where the internal factors was Maybelline's packaging has always been eye-catching to the customers that always attract their attentions. As we know, packaging plays important roles in order to attract the consumer, and everyone knows how edgy and sophisticated Maybelline's packaging are. But as years passing by, the makeup trends are also changing. With the various kind of makeup themes, Maybelline should consider invarious their packaging style and theme in order to attract more consumers in different styles. As for the company's weaknesses, the highest score obtained was 0.24, where the internal factors was Maybelline New York is a company that depending on their third-party retailers, where we can see in Malaysia such as the Guardian Drugstore, Watson and Sasa. These factors is their greatest weaknesses because the company unable to control the marketing and even the quality of their products in the store, since the store also sells Maybelline's rivals products such as Revlon and Silkygirl. The lowest weaknesses was Maybelline have too many options of their products for the customer to choose from, and there were no clear differentiation in every product, with the score of 0.06. One of the examples of their products is the Hyper Sharp Eyeliner, where the company came up with 3 types of it, which were Hyper Sharp Liner, Hyper Sharp Wing, and Hyper Sharp Power Black. Each of the items have almost the same functions and use. Thus, we can conclude here that Maybelline has more strengths rather than weaknesses, where based on the table here we can see that the total weight of score of the strengths factor was 1.56, while the weaknesses factors was 1.55. Moving on to the next one, which is the Competitive Profile Matrix, CPM, is a tool that are used by the firms to help them reverse the relative strengths and weaknesses of the firm themselves with other companies. It also enables the firm to be ranked against each other in the marketplace. There were 4 types of critical success factors in the table here, which are the industry factors, environmental factors, strategic factors, and also temporal factors. Maybelline New York has the lowest score of 0.06 in the chemical usage factors. That shows the company have major weakness with the chemical usage, where Maybelline New York tend to use huge amount of chemical in their products that can actually cause harm to the users. However, the lowest score that Maybelline New York obtained between the 3 companies was the price competitive factors, where Maybelline scored the same as Revlon with the score of 0.36, while Silkygirl was 0.48. Even though the prices of products produced by Maybelline considered as cheap and can be found almost everywhere, Silkygirl have a cheaper price in the marketing their products rather than Maybelline. Not to forget, Maybelline, Silkygirl, and Revlon are a company that depending on the third parties retailers, and these retailers usually will arrange the product from both companies close to each other, which is able to change the buyer's perception in buying cheaper products. In conclusion, Maybelline New York are doing well between the 3 companies, followed with Revlon and Silkygirl, that were proven based on the total score obtained in the table, where the score were 3.0, 2.91 and 2.71 respectively. However, the firm should still focus and improve on their low score obtained, such as the competitive price and chemical usage in their products, since the rival can exceed the score in any time soon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Nabila binti Majari with metric number AP170489. Today I would like to present about the matching stages. So for this assignment, we use 2 matching stages, which are SWOT matrix and space matrix. I would like to present to you SWOT matrix first. For SWOT matrix, we have 4 types of strategies, which is SO, strength opportunity, ST, strength threat, WO, weakness opportunity, and WT, weakness threat. Okay, for SO strategies, we form the SO by using the firm internal strategies to take advantage of external opportunities. So here is the outcome that we have. Okay, for WO strategies, we are formed by using weakness and opportunities to improve internal weaknesses by taking advantage of external opportunities. So here is the outcome. Next, for ST, ST is formed by using a firm strength to avoid or reduce the impact of external threat. So this is the result. Next, for WT strategies, it is aimed to reduce internal weaknesses and environmental threats. So this is the outcome for the Maybelline. In space metric, there are 4 quadrant framework indicates 4 main strategies, which is aggressive, defensive, competitive, and conservative. And they also have 4 factors, which is financial position, competitive position, industry position, and stability position. So the score of Maybelline New York space metric analysis have been plotted, and it shows that the result is positive 0.35 for x-axis and positive 1.17 for y-axis, and it shows that they got aggressive strategies. So it indicates that Maybelline have a strong financial to dominating the factors in industry by maximize the external opportunities, resolve weakness, and prevent threats. So in this position, Maybelline have sets of possible strategies, which are market development, product development, market penetration, diversification, unrelated and related, lastly, backward, forward, and horizontal integration strategies.
Hi, my name is Derek, and today I'm going to present about QSPM for Maybelline. So through the analysis of Maybelline through the development of QSPM with the combination of space metric, we come out that Maybelline is located in the first quadrant, where the company is very aggressive and the company have a financial head start as compared to other company in the same industry. So by using QSPM, we suggested 2 extra strategy to suggest to Maybelline on how their company condition and what strategy they should go. So the first strategy we suggested is to focus more investment and R&D into male product, and the second strategy is penetrate into more geographical region to broaden their type of customer, the consumer type. So after we suggested two strategy, we continue to analyze these two strategy based on their internal and external key factor to see which strategy is more suitable and higher chance of success rate for the company itself. So after the QSPM analyze, we come out that the second strategy, which is penetrate into more geographical region to broaden their consumer type, is so much high. It's not so much, but it's higher than the first strategy, where the second strategy total attractiveness score is 2.28 as compared to the first strategy score, which is 1.74. So we suggest that Maybelline to use the second strategy, which is penetrate into more geographical region to broaden their type of consumer, so that they have a higher percentage of success rate. And Maybelline could develop this strategy with no problem because they have a financial head start, where they are not worrying about much financial, they are not encountering any financial problem. So Maybelline should implement the second strategy. That's all for my part.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day, Doctor. My name is Erana Shamira binti Nordin, and my part is the conclusion of the report. So, to summarize everything up, many factors contribute to Maybelline New York business strategy, and each of them play an important role in making sure Maybelline New York remains on top in the cosmetic industry. So, for the stage 1 of the business strategy, which are the input stage, it discusses about the environmental factor evaluation, EFE, internal factor evaluation, IFE, and competitive profile metric, CPM of the company. From all the three metrics that have been discussed, it can be concluded that Maybelline are considered as a company that are strong in position and have a great strength that enables them to compete in the industry for a long-term period along with their competitors such as Silkygirl and Revlon. So, moving on to the second stage, which are the matching stage. After including all the factors of EFE and IFE from stage 1, SWOT metric and space metric for Maybelline New York have been formulated. So for the SWOT metric, the elements are divided into 3x3 table that summarize all the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat of the company. While for the space metric, the analysis of the metric can be seen in the graph 1, which is explained by Farah Nabila. So overall, it can be concluded that Maybelline New York is focusing on aggressive strategy. For the last stage, which are the stage 3, the decision stage, quantitative strategic planning metric QSPM has been used to decide on which strategy suits Maybelline New York the most. It shows that Maybelline New York should follow the strategy where they can penetrate more into geographic region to broaden out their target customer rather than focusing on more investment and research and development into male product. After going through all three stages, which are input, matching, and decision stage in developing a business strategy for Maybelline New York, it can be concluded that although Maybelline is a big company that has been known worldwide, it does not excuse them for having weaknesses and threats that could affect the whole production of the company. The strategy used need to be chosen carefully by the management after considering all the internal and external factors in order to avoid making any major mistake. So that's all from us. I hope Doctor will enjoy the video. Thank you.